You know, nigga, I had a choice at Brittany Woods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, I can choose pizza, hamburger and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it got to a point to where I had to go home and sit down with my mom and daddy, man. Like, they had to step this dress game up or I wasn't going back to school.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that fly was different, man.
Absolutely. Ain't no doubt. I know you did some time and shit, went to the joint and shit, man. Did them years after that, man. What was that transition like, man, when you figured out kind of, you was like, man, I'm going, man. I got to go lay down and do this bit, man.
When did I realize it?
Yeah, I said, yeah, after you realized it, what was your mindset? You know, sitting in that county like, man, I finna got to go. Gotta let me do this bit.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. I was more so concerned about the people on the street than I really was. My man, I'm talking about you was a real player. You hit the eyebrow. You was a player. Boy, you was a player. I ain't have to tell you either. Boy, you was a player. You was a player. Shit, man, come on, man. He did the eyebrows. I'm saying that. See, I'm gonna say he did something good, but I'm thinking he trying to get something off because they gotta be bushy as a man. He said, get some of this bush off this.
Yeah.
But where was that? Where was that?
Saying once you realized you had to go do that 6 years.
It was crazy when I realized that they wouldn't give me no bond. You know what I'm saying? I went to my third bond and they wouldn't give me no bond, so I'm like, shit, let's get ready to rock and roll. So if they ran everything in, you know what I'm saying? I had 6 charges. No, I had 7. I had 6, 5 15s and 1 7. And they all ran them in. So shit, like I say, I was like the guy in my little circle at the time that was generating the most income. So it was like, you know, I had probably increased my surroundings, the living standard. So when we going to prison, it's like, damn, I kind of played them. Like, damn, my grandma she had Alzheimer's at the time, and leaving her and putting her in a situation with her, it's a disease. I was more worried about that, you know what I'm saying, than myself, you know, kids and shit, you know what I'm saying, little shit like that. But as far as like going to the joint, I know how to jail. Like I've been going to jail for a while, off and on, workhouse, shit like that, Justice Center, Central. Right. Never no juvenile time for real. So I've been and shit, nigga. You can survive the workhouse pimping. You can survive anything, baby.
Man, I'm thankful I ain't never been there, but I just heard so many stories about the workhouse.
Yeah, man, the workhouse real.
Yeah, workhouse was definitely real, bro. That's no cap. Now you know in this new era, man, these youngsters they be doing a whole lot of that, the snitching, telling on the dead, and we even got a few, you know, people in the industry talking about they done told on the dead. What's your insight on the motherfucker talking about they done told on dead motherfuckers to get some time cut?
I mean, okay, we gonna speak totally on telling on the deceased, right?
Right.
Now, if you telling on a dead person, ain't nobody going to jail behind this.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody had no legal problems behind this.
Right.
Man, fuck that dead nigga. Hey, nigga, you crazy the motherfucker, nigga. So what you think it is when you just give an alias name?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's in the lower statute, but what you think we give an alias name though? You try and get out of trouble, right?
Right.
The alias name ain't sending nobody back to jail, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, man, if I die tonight, and you can throw me under the bus, get out of jail, and I'm dead, boy, I better have tire tracks on my back. Fuck you, mean, nigga? We grown. You know what I'm saying? Now you doing something to send a person to prison and just throwing a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, the fire. That's something totally different, man.
Right.
But if it just strictly is, I gave some, cause a lot of times. Folks just want to close a case. You dig what I'm saying? Right. So with them closing that case or whatever, and he did so much time, I guess it all worked itself out. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
I can't say I could be mad at a person for telling a dead motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, absolutely.
nigga, you dead.
Nigga, you dead.
You dead, nigga.
When you first, when did you start getting into the comedy scene and shit? When you came home and joined the shit?
Nah, man, I've been doing comedy probably about more than 15 years, man. Early 2000s. Right. I started rocking with the comedy, not knowing shit on the dirt. Big ups out to one of my main best friends, barber, Quick, the barber store. Dared me to go on stage at the open mic. That and went out there. I faked it out like, get out there like, man, I ain't doing that shit. I never told no jokes. I could draw a crowd and I could cap, play the dozens real good. I could always entertain a crowd. Right. So, but as far as like putting a joke down and writing a joke and a punchline and all that, I never knew nothing about that. In the inner city, we didn't have access to comedy. We didn't have a big comedy market. You know what I'm saying? Right. So all we knew.
And a lot of people don't know you was in a lot of St. Lunatics and Nelly's first videos. Millions of views videos. But before the internet wave.
I did Ali album first. Ali showed love, reached out, but his album didn't take off like that, and it wasn't because of the music wasn't good. It was on some personal bad business decisions that I had to push back. So I didn't get a chance to get heard, but it's always love just for the opportunity. Then Murph. I didn't even know Murph. Murph younger than me. But I went to middle school with his brother Keywan, and they jumped on and just come to find out we had a little popularity in U City, man. And like I said, my bro Tory, rest in peace to the dead, he was so popular where Murphy Lee real name is Tory, and he kind of dug him, you know what I'm saying? And that made him honestly come back and fuck with me, and he stood on it, because when he said he was gonna come back and holler, that's where I think the Lunatics was like in the middle of their shit or something like that, but Murph's album was coming up, said like that,
Yeah. What was that experience like doing that shit, man? I seen you being the cooking the barbecue in the video, and they was popping bottles. It was females everywhere. Like, I know that experience was crazy, being a part of that country grammar era, because Nelly really took the city by storm when he dropped that album. We hadn't seen nothing like that from St. Louis.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna sum this up real fast, man. Leave that nigga Nelly alone, man. Y'all talking about what this man ain't did 20 years later, man. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, stop looking at the shit you see with your eyes that's visual. Everybody know when you doing big business, it's contracts and shit that's involved. Right. Sometimes when you young in the business, in any business, when you young and immature, you gonna make the wrong business decisions, man. You gonna sign bullshit contracts or whatever. And that's kind of, not getting their business go any further, but they talk like this man was Russell Simmons, and he just can go and just grab every motherfucker and put them on. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
At the same time, they didn't know they was gonna be in that position.
Right. They didn't know they was gonna be that fucking big.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about that. Yeah. Didn't nobody know. So it's like somebody throwing you a blessing.
Right.
But everybody don't know how to deal with the blessing, man. Or give me time to learn how to deal with this. You dig?
Right.
Then people want to talk about the type of music that he is. First and foremost, Nelly ain't no street nigga. Nelly's a fly guy.
Right.
Yeah, you Cityan. You know what I'm saying? He's an athlete. You dig what I'm saying? He a cool nigga. They got personality. And it took off for the man. You know what I'm saying? And shit, and everybody want to talk about that. Leave that man alone.